All right. Number 14 has a parabola for us to graph. So I'll graph a parabola. I'll do one that looks like something like the one we did here. I'm kind of making it up, so I hope it comes out to be helpful. All right. I'm going to graph this parabola the way we learned in class. So I put it in descending form. So I have the highest value of exponent first, 2, and then 1, and then no exponent. So putting it descending order is always a good place to start. And we have learned when we have an x squared term to use this as our general form. X squared equals 4py. And then when Hector and Kyle come out to play, we get x minus h. Quantity squared equals 4p y minus k. In this problem, what does it ask us to do? Put it in standard form. So we're going to rearrange this so it looks like this. And find the vertex. And the vertex, when it's in this form, will be hk. The opposite of what's sitting here and the opposite of what's sitting there. Alright, so how do we get this to look like this? Alright, first of all, I want to see that the squared term is on the left. So I'm going to move it over. And the y term is on the right. So I'm going to take all my x terms over. So that'll be a minus 8. And bring my y over here. So that's the first step, to get the term that's squared, and in this case the x squared over to the left, and the x term with it. Alright. To continue to make it look like this, I'm going to complete the square, but I can't do that until I get this to be a 1. So I'm going to pull out what's common on the left. And I pull out a 2, a negative 2 that is, I'm going to get a positive 4x. Over here, I'll just leave that as it is for a little bit. Alright, now I'm going to complete the square in here. And what will I add? What special number will I add there? It's always half of this number squared. So that's 4. But remember, it's masquerading as a 4 when it's really a minus 8. So I'm going to subtract 8. Over here. If I subtract 8 on this side, I have to do it as well. Now I complete the square. And over here I combine this to get a minus 24. A little large, but hey, I made this one up. And finally, to get it to look like this, I need the term in front here to be gone. So I'm going to divide everything by minus 2. And when I do that, I get x squared plus 2 quantity squared equals, I'm going to pull that negative sign out of this part. And when I divide by minus 2, I'm just going to put that out in front. I have a negative, which stands for a negative 1. So I have a negative 1 divided by negative 2. So let me clean that up a little. Oops, there's no squared there. 2 hands up and now down. X plus 2 squared equals 1/2. Do you see where that came from? The negative 1 over the negative 2. Y plus 24. Alright, now it looks like the form that we're looking for. So all this problem does is ask for the center and the standard form. So that's standard form, and the center is always the opposite, not the center, the vertex is always the opposite of this number and the opposite of this number. If I wanted to know if it opens up or down, I look at the 4p part. So the 4p part is, in this problem, the number right out in front. If it's positive, it opens up. If it's negative, it opens down. So this one opens upward. However, on number 14, it doesn't ask you to identify whether it opens upward or downward, but I notice in number 15 it does. So, hopefully this discussion on this one will help you through both 14 and 15. All right, good luck with that, and hope your summer's going well. I know it's going by quickly, isn't it? And good luck with those problems, so let me know if I can help you further. Carry on.